Hey guys, Nick here. War Series recap. That's what this is. It's part 1. Part 2's also out right now. Part 1's 1 through 13. I did this because, the first 13 episodes, let's be honest, they're awful. Nobody wants to sit through and watch that. But once 14 starts to the end of season 1, that's where we actually start to drastically improve. It's kind of funny because episodes 14's title is the turning point, and it's literally the turning point of when we started to actually get better. And yeah, so I made this for people who don't really want to sit through and watch everything. It's also a way to kind of get a better understanding of what's going on in season 1 before you go and watch season 2. So I split it up into 2 parts so you can either watch both and go straight to season 2, or just watch part 1 and watch the rest of season 1 and then on to season 2. But yeah, let's just get right into the recap.
The series begins when the 2 main villains of the Hackers Legion, Arnold and the Raging Arab, rob James Kenwood's bar. Later, Mitchell and Darlin investigate the bar. Mitchell is an indestructible man from the future, and Darlin is an old CIA agent. James Kenwood comes in later. The 3 guys used to be a team, and they were called the Elites. They are now all reunited. Arnold and the Arab are now on the run. We also learn that their boss is the Hacker, but we never see him. The Elites are doing research, and Logan, the Wolverine, also indestructible, as many of you may know, returns to the Elites. The Elites are now all reunited, and Darlin mentioned a device called a pulse bomb. In episodes 5 through 7, Arnold and the Arab hire a man named Dr. Psychomos to help rob a bank. At the bank, they find a special chalice. Back at the Elite's base, Mitchell has a feeling something is wrong. He gets a call, and it's Arnold. We learn here that Arnold is Mitchell's twin brother and is also from the future. The Elites are now on to the Hackers Legion. Arnold and the Arab are staying in a motel, and it is shot up by the bounty hunter. Arnold hires the bounty hunter as he used to work for the Hacker. Logan later investigates the motel, and now the Elites know about the bounty hunter joining them. In episode 10, Arnold tells Psychomos to sell the chalice.
I want you to sell it to the dealer.
2 members of the Hackers Legion are also introduced, Mr. B and the Jamaican. The Hackers Legion now include Arnold, the Raging Arab, the bounty hunter, Mr. B, the Jamaican, and Psychomos. In episode 11, they all have a meeting at a man named Dylan's place, without Psychomos.
Where are you supposed to be?
Dylan eventually joins the Legion, and they use his place from then on. Later, Psychomos goes to sell the chalice. However, Psychomos keeps the chalice for himself instead.
Hey, he's not talking to this guy. What do you mean you're not gonna sell? That's part of the deal!
Arnold and the Arab find this out, and they are now pissed at him.
Damn bastard. Screw it's over.
In episode 13, the mob is introduced with Mike Maroney as the head of it. Logan and Darlin go to Chicago, the mob's location, and Logan informs Maroney that the Hacker, the Legion's boss, is after him.
The Hacker. You're next on the list.
Darlin is left in Chicago, and here we see Darlin's bad side as he shoots a veteran.
Yeah, that's episode 1 through 13 recap. So from this point on, you can either go on to part 2 of the recap or start at episode 14 and watch to the end. See ya.